Before we finish up figuring out our formulas that we're going to use, I want to go over real quick the option buttons in Excel, and I'll point these out as they come up through the practice exercise, but you may want to pause, write this down so that way you know what each of them is. We have the autofills option, and this is going to give options for how to fill cells following a fill operation, such as dragging the fill handle. So what we just did, you would have seen the autofill options little box pop up. Insert options lists formatting options following an insertion of cells, rows, or columns, and this is going to look kind of like a little handheld broom, and that's what that one is going to look like. Paste options specifies how moved or pasted items should appear, for example, with original formatting, without formatting, or with different formatting. Those are the things that you could choose from once you've moved or pasted the items, and this is going to look like a clipboard with like a little piece of paper in the corner. Then the last one we have is trace error, and this is going to list error checking options following the assignment of an invalid formula to a cell, and this one's going to look like a diamond, a yellow diamond with a black exclamation point in the middle. And so when you're entering your formulas and stuff in, if you see that, then it's obvious that there's an error there. Now that we've gone over the option buttons, I want to point out to you that Excel is going to display these buttons in a workbook when we're working to help us indicate an operation using automatic features, and these are things that we've talked about, these features: autocorrect, autofill, error checking, and others like that. So as we're going through this practice exercise, keep a lookout for those option buttons, and like I said, I'll try to point them out as they come up. But right now we're going to determine the auto sum of the rest of these cells and then determine the tax percentage. So we're going to click in D13 because we want to go ahead and do the totals row. We're not going to figure out total dependents. We're just going to figure out total hours worked. So click on D13, and I want us to come up here to the auto sums button, which we've used in Unit 1. Click on that. Notice that the formula appears, and then we're going to go ahead and hit the enter button. Then we're going to select cells F13 all the way to I13. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go there and do the auto sum button. And as you see, it can do multiple sums over multiple columns, which is fast and easy to do. Now we're going to determine the total tax percentage. So this is going to be done just a little bit different. So we're going to select the cell that we're going to copy. And so that's going to be J12 in this case. And then we're going to point to the fill handle, and we're going to drag it down through J13 to copy the formula. So if we change that, fill that right here, if you guys can see that one that just popped up is the autofill options. So it's got the little teal in that, and if you click on the little arrow, it's going to show copy cells, fill formatting only, fill without formatting, and we're just going to go ahead and click away from that.